Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have shown you how to design this user control, that is view medicine, and how to connect this user control with the dashboard. And after that, I have shown you how to backend code for this, how to make this search box functional, and how to make this delete button functional. So if you have not watched my previous video, then just go to description. There I put the link for my previous video, or you can simply do one thing, just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to design for this one, that is modify medicine, and how to backend code for this. So this is a complete project, that's why this one is functional. So we are working on the project features pharmacy management video. So click on this, and here you can see this. Let me start this and let's see till where this one is functional. So I've started the project. And I'm going to log in. When I log in, view medicine is working. When I click on modify medicine, nothing happens. Okay, so what we have to do is, first thing what we have to do is, we have to create new user control. So for that, let me minimize this one a little bit and move back to pharmacist. And here we have to add new user control. For that, right click on this, click on add, select user control, and we have to give a name to this one. So I'm going to name this one UC underscore P for pharmacist underscore update medicine, and click on add, and this will add a new user control to our project. Here you can see this UC underscore P underscore view medicine, not this one actually update medicine. After this, what we have to do is we have to just set the size for this one. So let me close this one, and I'm going to copy the size for this user control from this one, that is the view medicine. So move back over here, let me copy the size. So the size is 1104,770. So right click on this, go to properties, search for size, and you can manually write it or just paste it. After this, we have to change the back color. So back color, change this one to white. Click on custom, select white. After this, first thing what we have to add is nothing but label. So let me drag and drop one label over here. Just put one label, and we have to change the text first. So change this one to update medicine, hit enter. After this, what we have to do is we have to set the size for this one. So let me move back over here to the complete project and click on this, and let me copy the size. So it's I guess 22 if I'm not wrong. So Century Gothic, you have to search for this, or you can select any font you like and bold, and it's 22. So move back over here to this project, click on this, move to the top, select the font and click on 3 small dots and search for Century Gothic, this one, bold, and size is 22. Hit OK, and here you can see this one is looking nice. After this, what we have to do is we have to add few more labels and text boxes. So let me copy label, one more label. So drag and drop it over here, click on this, and first thing and one more thing what we have to do is we have to add one text box. So I'm going to use this Guna2 text box, so just drag and drop it over here. So for now, just remove this one. I'm going to add only one for now. After this, what we have to do is we have to just adjust this on the proper position, and after that I'm going to change a few properties of these labels and text boxes from the complete project. So click on this, select this, and what we have to do is we have to set the size for this one and change the size to regular 12. So move back over here, click on this one, change the size to 12, regular, and size is 12, and hit OK. After this, click on this, and first thing what I have to do is I have to change the size to font size. Okay, so move back over here, let me check the size. So it's 12, and the text written inside this one is Sergio UI. So Sergio UI regular 12, and move back over here. So click on this, Sergio UI regular, and size is 12, and hit OK. and this will change the size of this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the size and copy the size from here. So size for this text box is 340, 36. 36 is width and 340 is length. So move back over here, click on this, search for size like this. Here we go. So now let me just count how many text boxes we need. So move back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these tools are actually data grid, sorry, not data grid view, these are datetime picker. So 3, 4, 5 and 6, one more over here. So it's total 6 and with 6 labels as well. So move back over here and let me just copy this, paste it once again like this one, and we have 3. After this we need one label only, and we need one datetime picker. Just drag Guna to datetime picker and just move back over here, just click on this and just copy the size, and let me just set the size for this one too. And if you can also change the color for this one, or you can leave like this. Here you can see this, the fill color, change this one to white. And one more thing, what you can do is you can just change the format to short. This will show you the date only. And here you can see this, when I click on the outer space, the border is hidden now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the border for this one. So search for this one, border actually. Here you can see this border thickness, change this one to from 0 to 1 and hit enter. When you do this, here you can see this, the thing is changed. After this, what we have to do is just copy this once again and paste it, and we have to move this one over here. After this we need one more label with the text box, so copy and paste it over here, and one more to paste it over here. After this we need one more to actually adjust this in between this one. Let me just add this stuff. Like this, and put the label over here. Let me just make this one a little bit large like this. And what we have to do is we have to make little space because we have to add one more button over here. So I will adjust that accordingly. Okay, so we have to move all these stuff little bit on the lower side. Okay, I will adjust those at the end, and after this we have to add few buttons. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one button over here. So search for buttons. So I'm going to use this Guna 2 button. So drag and drop it over here and just click on this and change the text first. So I'm going to change the text to search. I'm going to set the image inside this one. So click on this, click on 3 dots, local resources, click on import, and go to the file in your system where you have stored the icons which you have downloaded. So click on this one, click on open, click on OK, and here you can see this, the size, the image is set. So I'm going to increase this one to 30, 30, and going to increase the font size as well. So I'm going to increase this one to 12 and semi bold and hit OK. This one look nice. And what we have to do is we have to change the fill color as well. I'm going to copy the size from here. So click on this, 110, 34. Move back over here, click on this, image size, not this one, the button size, like this. Okay, so image size is quite large, so we need to decrease this one to 25, 25. Hit enter. Yeah, this one is nice. After this, what we have to do is change the border radius to 21, or let me just decrease this one to 18. And this one is nice. After this, what we have to do is we have to change the fill color. So going to change this one too. Let me just copy the color code. I forgot the color code 0,118,225. So move back over here, click on this and paste it. Hit enter. You can see this. Now this button is looking nice. After this, what we have to do is we have to add few more buttons over here. That is the update button and the reset button. So let me copy these buttons and paste it once again over here. And what we have to do is we have to change the icon first and text as well. So first thing, change this one to update. And after this, what we have to do is we have to change the icon. So click on this one, click on import and select this logo where it is, this one, and OK, and hit OK. And here you can see this. After this, what I have to do is I have to just copy the size for this button as well. And let me see the image size. Image size is 30,30 and the button size is 146,48. So move back over here, click on this, and what you have to do is you have to just set not the image size, you have to set the button size and hit enter. And after this, image size, change the image size to 30,30. And what we have to do is we have to just set the border thickness to 1 and it's in black color. Or what you can do is, what you can do is whenever we hover, we have to change the fill color to white and the text needs to be black. For that, search for hover state, click on this, and border color will be black, not an issue. And after this, fill color will be white. So click on this, white, and whatever text inside written inside this one needs to be either black, or let me just set the same color code 0,118,225. Hit enter. Now the color will change. The fill color will become the text color and text color will become the fill color. That will look nice. In the same way, we have to copy this one and paste it once again and move it over here. Just click on this, and what we have to do is just change the text first, change this one to reset, and change the image as well. So click on this, import, and after this, search for this one where it goes, reset, this one, open, OK. Yeah, this one is looking nice. After this, what we have to do is we have to just arrange this a little bit and change the labels name as well. So let me adjust these all stuff. Like this, and we have to put the proper distance or position. Yeah, this one is looking nice. After this, let me just move these button over here and these labels over here, and these needs to be moved a little bit on the lower position. Okay, let me just move these like this. And next thing what we have to do is we have to change the border color for this one like this. Okay, you can see this. Now our design is ready and it's looking nice. And one small step we missed is nothing but, you can see this, we have center, something inside the center, between the center. So what is that? That is nothing but one panel. So let me drag one panel, search for panel and drag and drop it over here. And what we have to do is we have to set this color for this one. So back color will be 0,118,225. Hit enter. And after this, let me just copy the size from here, select this, and let me just show you the size. It's 550. 6,550. Just click on this, search for size and paste the size over here and hit enter. And here you can see this. This one is in the best shape already, and this one is looking nice. And one small stuff is remaining. So what is that? Okay, so we have to adjust this little bit on the right side. Yeah, that is for this one. change the border color. So search for border color, just click on this one, and we have selected green, right? And what we have to do is change the border thickness to 5, not 5 actually, 3 is good. Yeah, 3 is good. And after that, what we have to do is we have to just make the text bold. So let me just select bold and OK. And after that, change the text alignment to center. So change the text alignment, change this one to center, and that's nice. After this, by default, let me just set 0 inside this one. So search for text and set 0 so that we can see how this one look. Okay, so fill color is black, so we have to change the fill color to black. Okay, it's gray a little bit, that's why we have to change the, in the same way we have to change for all of these text boxes. So press the Ctrl key and click on these text boxes one by one and change the fill color for color to black, so that whatever we write inside this one needs to be in black color. After this, the design is ready. Next thing what we have to do is we have to change the name as well accordingly. So this label name is nothing but the medicine ID. So I'm going to change this one, medicine ID, this one to medicine name, this one to medicine number, and after this we have manufacturing date. So click on this one and change the label name to manufacturing date. After this we have this label, change this one to expiry date. This label to available. Quantity. This label to add quantity, and we have to move this one on the little bit on the left side, and this label to price per unit. Here we go. Now designing part for this one is done, and this one is looking really nice. After this, what we have to do is we have to just connect this one with the dashboard, the pharmacist dashboard. So this one is the pharmacist.cs, and we have to connect this one with modify medicine. So just click on this, and first thing what I have to do is I have to just change the name, that is btn modify medicine. And after this, what we have to do is just move back over to the design part, and first thing I'm going to add the tuna to ellipse and just drag and drop it over here. Just click on this and select this target control and select UC _P _ update medicine. Just click on this, just copy this, move to dashboard, paste it over here, just click on this one, target control, and select panel 2. Now the task is done. After this, what you have to do is to load that user control into the toolbox. You have to just start this project and you have to just stop this project. Okay, so I've started the project already, and it will take a few seconds. Now our project is started. Next thing what you have to do is just close this one, and just close this one. And after this, when we move back to the toolbox and move to the top, here you can see this, we found UC _P _ update medicine. Just drag and drop it over here, and here you can see this, we have this, and we have to just paste this on the proper position. Okay, so I have placed this. After this, what you have to do is we have already changed the name for this button, so just double click on this button, and this will generate a click event for btn modify medicine _ click. And here what we have to do is UC _P _ update medicine dot visible is equal to true, and uc underscore p underscore update and bring this one to front like this one. After this, what we have to do is we have to just hide this user control when this form loads. So when the form is load, here what we have to do is uc underscore p underscore update medicine dot visible is equal to false like this. And now let's check if this one is working fine or not. So I've started the project. Okay, so it started, and let me just log in with the pharmacist username and password. So sign in and move to this one, modify medicine. When I click on this, yeah, this one is looking nice. Whenever I write, yeah, this is in the black color and this is good. And here you can see this, when I hover over this, the text color change to the fill color and fill color change to white. In the same way, this button is also work, and this look really nice. After this, next thing what we have to do is we have to code for this search button. When I click on this search button with the some medicine ID, then for that ID all the details need to be visible over here. Okay, so let's start with that. Let me close this. Before doing anything with that search button, what we have to do is we have to first code with this one. Let me close this view medicine part, and first thing what we have to do is we have to change the text, the design name for these stuff. So change this one to txt medicine ID. So click on this and change the text design name, this one design name, change this one to txt medid, and after this we have this one, and change this one to btn search, btn search, this one to medicine name, change this one to txt medi name, change this one to txt medi number, this one to txt, I know it's a date time picker, but still I'm going to name this one txt mdate, and move back to top, change this one to txt edate, click on this, change this one to txt add quantity, or change this one to available quantity, actually available, available quantity, and click on this one to txt add quantity. Okay, sorry, yeah, this one is good. After this we have price per unit, so click on this, change this one to txt price per unit, hit enter, and change this button name to btn update, and this one to btn reset. First thing what we have to do is we have to code for this one. What I want is whenever user enter an ID of the pharmacist, enter the ID and click on the search button, the data for that ID needs to be fetched and shown inside these text boxes and date time picker. So just double click on this to generate a click event for this search button. So just double click on this will generate a click event. And first thing what we have to do is we have to create the function class reference object. So function fn is equal to new function. If you are worried that from where this function class I'm accessing, so you have to watch all my previous videos so that you can understand it easily. So string query, I need one variable of query string type, so I have named this one query. After this what we have to do is just move back over here, and first thing what I have to do is I have to check initially that whenever the user click on the search, it needs to be contain some ID inside that one. Okay, it needs not to be empty. So first I'm going to check this one. So if txt medicine id dot text is not equal to null, then we only want to proceed further. If this one is null, then what I want to do is I want to clear all the text fields. So else clear all text field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call a method clear all, and I'm going to create this method below over here. So it will be private void clear all, like this. Okay, so I'm going to write the code for this one, clear all. Okay, before that we have to code over here. So first thing what we have to do is we have to first check that if for that medicine the data exists or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the query and is equal to, and we have to write the query first. So what query we have to write is, so here we have to write select star from table name, that is MEDIC, where MID is the column name. Let me just show you in the table, the database actually. Here you can see this is the table which we have created to store the data of the medicine. So ID is the ID, but the database ID, table ID, okay, the primary key, and this is the medicine ID user entered by the user. So this is the column name for this one is MID. So that's why I am referring to the name, that is MID column name, and this is MEDIC is the table name. So let me just show you that. So table name is MEDIC, you can see it over here. And okay, so let me just discuss one small stuff. In the past few days I have seen a lot of comments that so many users are actually commenting to create the table, explain you how to create the table. Literally guys, I've just told you that you have to just write the query like this. You have to select like this and click on this execute button and make sure your database name is selected over here. Do you really think this is too much hard? If yes, then please, you have to just focus on your studies, literally. Okay, so I hope you understood this stuff. You have to just select like this and click on execute. This will create the table. Here you can see the message that a pop-up that your table is successfully created. Okay, so move back over here to our project and back on working. Okay, so MID is equal to, and here what we have to do is we have to pass the text from that text box, that is the ID. So single quotes, that's in the string format, so single quotes, double quotes, plus plus, single quotes, double quotes, like this, and we have to pass the text. So txt medid dot text, and here we go. So now, okay, so after this what we have to do is showing an error. I don't think so. This needs to show an adding type of error. Okay, sorry. So it's double quotes then single quotes. Okay, that's where I did a small mistake. Don't make mistake over here in these quotes. If there is a syntax error, you need to resolve it by yourself. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to just pass this query into the database. So data set, why I'm using this data set, because whenever I call this method, that is get data, this is going to return a data set object, and that is filled with the data, and that will be stored inside this one. So first thing what I check, if this data set is empty, it means that suppose a user entered a medicine ID that is 0005,000 and that medicine ID doesn't exist in our database, then first thing what we need to see, tell the user that this medicine ID doesn't exist. So first thing what we have to do is we have to check for that specific ID if exists or not. So how to check? So if ds.tables 0 dot rows dot count is not equal to 0, it means that if this data set contains some data, it means that for that particular ID we have some data. In the else condition, what we can tell to the user is message box dot show, what we need to say, no medicine found, medicine with ID, and we can show user the ID. So txt med ID dot text, like this one, plus double quotes exist, like this. This will look really nice. And for this message box, I'm going to name this one info, and message box button dot OK, and message box icon needs to be warning or error. I'm going to show the information. Okay, so I'm going to show the information. This is the information. So let's check if this works or not. Okay, so let me start this. And it will take few seconds to get executed. Okay, so it's being started. Let me just log in, Kumar and Kumar. And click on this one and search for a specific ID 24 something like this. Click on this. No medicine ID with 23423 exist, info, and this is the information icon, and this really look nice. If suppose, let me just check a valid medicine. So valid medicine ID is 444. In previous video we have added, so 444, and when you click on search, nothing happens. Why this is? This is because this medicine ID is valid, and in the backend code of this one, if condition, if this data set is not empty, we haven't coded anything. We are here in this empty if condition, so that's why it doesn't show any pop-up message or anything happens. So first thing what we have to do is, now we know that this data set contains the data. So first thing what we have to do is, we have to extract the data from this data set and set to these text boxes accordingly. So how to do that? For that, what we have to do is, we have to write like this: txt medicine name dot text is equal to ds dot tables 0 dot rows, and the row is 0th row, there will be always 0th row, and 2 is the column, and dot to string. Why this 2 is column? Let me just, why I'm accessing this 2 for the name, let me just show you in the database. In the database, this is 0th column, this is 1 2 is m name, 0 and 2. If we have to access this one, this row, the first one, we have to access this one as 0th row, and this one is 0 1 and 2. M name is 2, so that's why 2 3 4 5 6 7 accordingly. Okay, so move back over here, and here what we have to do is, in the same way we have to assign the data for medicine number dot text is equal to ds dot tables 0 dot rows 0 3 dot to string, like this. And after this number, we have manufacturing date. Okay, m date dot text is equal to ds dot tables 0 dot rows 0 4 dot to string. And after this, we have to set the expiry date. Say edate dot text is equal to ds dot tables, okay, tables 0 dot rows 0 5 dot to string, like this. After this, we have txt add quantity, not add quantity, this is available quantity. Available quantity dot text is equal to ds dot tables 0 and the column is 6.toString. Okay, so its table is 0.rows, right, and 0 and rows is 6 and this one too, string. And after this we have price per unit dot text is equal to ts dot tables 0 dot rows 0 7 and this one too, string. Like this one, and let's check if this works or not. So I'm going to start this, and it's being started. So now our project is started, so I'm going to log in and let's check for this one. Sign in, click on this, and medicine ID is 444 and click on search, and here you can see this. Now the name is visible, medicine number, manufacturing date, expiry date, and available quantity, price per unit, everything is visible. So next thing what we have to do is we have to let me just code for this one. If suppose someone enters wrong and then this pops up, and if this one is empty and click on search, then we need to clear all of these text fields. So for that we have already created a clear all method. So let me just write the code for this one, clear one method. So here what I have to do is just txt medicine id dot clear. We have to write like this. And after this we have medicine name, maybe name dot clear, txt medi number dot clear, like this. After this we have txt manufacturing date, and this is a date time picker, so clear will not work on this. We have to just type reset text, and this will reset text to the reset the date to the today date. Txt expiry date dot reset text, and txt add quantity, not the add quantity, it's available quantity dot reset text, and txt price per unit dot clear. Oh sorry, I've written wrong over here. We have to call the method clear on this one because this is a text box. Okay, so now the task is done, and one more thing we left with is if txt add quantity dot text is not equal to what, 0. By default we need to set the text inside that one is 0. Then what we have to do is we have to set that text add quantity dot text to 0. In the else condition we also need to set the text add quantity dot text to 0, like this. Okay, and now let's check again if this clear all stuff works or not. So I've started the project. Let me just log in. Move back over here, modify medicine, click on this 444, and if this one is empty and if you click on search, you can see this everything is cleared and this one is converted to 0. After this, move back over here and let me search for once again, and here you can see this when I change the ID or the number inside this one, and when I try to clear this and when I click on search, here you can see this one is reset to 0. And what we have to do is we have to call the same method clear all on this reset button click event. So how to do that? For that, let me just move back over here and move to the designing part, move to the bottom, just double click on this. This will generate a btn reset click event, and here we have to call the same method clear all like this. And when we click on the reset button, every text field will be cleared. After this, what we have to do is we are remaining with one small stuff, that is update button. So just double click on this to generate a btn update click event, and here first thing what we have to do is we have to extract the values from all the text boxes and store into variables. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a separate variable to store the data of the quantity to be added. So int 64 total quantity, it will be, this variable is created to actually put the total quantity, which is by adding the value, that is the available quantity plus the quantity from the add quantity text fields. It means that from this plus this will be stored inside this one. This is total quantity. And here first thing, now start with extracting the values. Name is equal to txt medicine name dot text string. After name we have m number is equal to txt medicine number dot text. After this we have m date, that is manufacturing date, is equal to txt manufacturing date dot text. After this we have expiry date, e date is equal to txt edate dot text. After this we have quantity that needs to be converted into the integer 64 format, int format, to actually perform the addition operation. If the value from these two text boxes is in the string format, then it will add like this, 1 plus 1 will be 11. So we don't need that. So for that, to perform the mathematical operation, then we have to convert that string into the integer format. For that, int 64, and here we have the quantity, available quantity. So let me just leave this as quantity, and it will be converted like this, int 64 dot parse. Inside this one we have to pass txt add quantity. Okay, so my system is a little slow, that's why I guess it's not responding right now. Okay, so it's txt, right? This one will be txt available quantity dot text like this, and after this we have to put the add quantity part. So it will be add quantity is equal to int 64 dot parse, and here we have to mention txt add quantity dot text like this one. And after this we have int 64 unit price, so that will be also an integer format. So unit price is equal to int 64 dot parse. Parse method is used to convert the string data to into integer format. So it will be txt unit price dot text like this. After this, what we have to do is we have to first add the total quantity now. So total quantity is equal to quantity plus add quantity like this, and the total quantity will be stored inside this one. So now the quantity is added. Next thing what we have to do is we have to write the query which we need to fire into the database to update the particular row. So update like this one, and here let me first copy the column name from here. So column name is, we don't need to update the MID, we need to update the m name, m number, mdate, edate, quantity, and price per unit. So move back over here, just copy this one. This is nothing but the name of these columns written inside a single line. So move back over here, and I'm going to paste it over here to just refer this again and again. Like this. Let me just move to the full screen so that I can see everything clearly. Okay, like this. Quantity, query, and here we have to write update table name, that is MEDIC, set m name is equal to single quotes, double quotes, plus plus, double single, and here m name is stored inside this one, m name. So m name. After this we have single quotes, double quotes, plus plus, double quotes, and single quotes. We have m number. So okay, so we have to mention m number first, m number, and is equal to, inside this one we have to pass m number like this. After this we have to pass the next column name is mdate. So make sure you keep I on the capital and small letters. So m is small, d is capital, DATE. You write in the same order, single, double, plus plus, double, single, and inside this one we have to pass mdate. And after this we have edate. So e, d is capital, like this, single, double, plus plus, double, single, and we have to pass edate over here. After edate we have the quantity. So like this one, we have quantity, QUANTITY. Just move a little bit like this. Quantity is equal to single. Okay, so quantity is actually begin type in the database, so double quotes, plus plus, double quotes, like this, and we have to pass total quantity over here after the addition value, that the variable which we have created. After quantity we have per unit. The column name is per unit, and here we have, this is also the integer type, so single quotes, sorry, double quotes only, unit price. And after this, now for each column we have assigned the value. If you want to update the ID as well, so you can place MID over here in the initial and is equal to, you can add like this. Okay, here at last what you have to write is where MID is equal to single, double, plus plus, double, single, and inside this one I'm going to directly extract the ID from the text box. So txt medicine ID dot text, like this one. Okay, so you can see this. Now our query is ready. If you want to update the MID as well, so you have to just copy this part and paste it in the initial and just put a comma, and then you can update the ID as well. So I don't want to update the ID, that's why I'm not just writing that code. Okay, because medicine ID will be unique all the time. After this, here we have to just execute this query. So function dot set data, we have to call this method, and here we need to pass two values. The first thing is query, and the second thing is message we want to show to the user after the updation. So I want to just write medicine details updated, and now start this and let's check if this update button works or not. So start this. I've started the project and it will take few seconds. So here I'm going to log in, and when I click on modify medicine, and the ID will be 444, and search, the medicine name will be something we just XYZ medicine number, yes 123 PK 5959, and just click on update. Medicine details updated. Now move back to over here in view medicine, and here you just click on this one, and here you can see there's the XYZ and the ID is also updated. It means that for this ID is also increasing. Sorry, the update button is working fine. One more thing what we have to do is we have to check for this one. So 6, I'm going to add the 6 value inside this one. For now this one is 55 available quantity, and I want to add 6 more inside this one. So when I click on this, click on OK, here you can see this. Now the 55 is still showing. Why? Because we haven't clicked on search again. So when I click on this, it's now updated to 61. When I move back over here, and here is still, you can see it's 55. Click on the sync button and it will show 66 again. So now the medicine stock is increased. When I click on reset, every data is clear. So that's it for this video, guys. In this video I have shown you everything to update and to reset and to add quantity as well. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to code and design for this one, that is nothing but medicine validity check. So just stay tuned, subscribe and share with your friends, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, that is nothing but btechdays. There we help. You can purchase a source code and you can have the conversation for project modification or customized project creation. Thanks for watching.